Okay. So anyway, this is the large colon that comes from the stomach, your food down into the small intestine, which is 23.5 feet, lying down within there. From there, it goes into the ischio valve, opens up, becomes swishing motion. From there, it becomes liquid, goes into a motion that goes uphill, and then comes over to the transverse, which is the longest part of your colon. And then from there, it takes a big turn, and then comes down, and comes around, and comes down, and then this is where we excrete it out. So this is perfect right here. Here's how most of us look with scar tissue, surgery, stress, aging, women having children, whatever gets stretched out, not taking care of ourselves. This is how the colon begins to look. Very hard for the colon to act healthy when we look like this and feel like this, because three things are formed through inflammation. We get inflammation in the colon from toxicity, sugar, and stress inflammation. So once it blows up, it doesn't come out easy. So and then from there, what I was going to say is this is exactly what starts to happen when we have inflammation. So here's your bottom again. As we go up, the white areas are gas, and gas forms very, very easily. So once it forms, then gas becomes like this little round bubble, and then poop can be beside it, and then the next poop that's coming along does not want to go through. It won't budge. Gas will not budge. You blow up a balloon, it won't go down. You have to let the air out.
Okay.
So that's what we do through colonics, massaging. I get the gas to go out. It gets the poop out behind it, hopefully. And then we hit the next, gas bubble, gas bubble. So what you start to see here is when this comes in through the ischio valve right here, if this is a train wreck up here, which each meal takes approximately 18 to 23 hours to digest each meal. So if one backs up, the next one backs up, the next one. So look at here what we have. And this is where diseases are formed, and we got parasites up in here that love to munch on that, and we got warm area, we got breeding grounds for not good things. So that's why we want to keep this cleaned out, and people a lot of times do think, oh, I went to the bathroom, I got rid of this. They don't really know what lies way up in here. So gas will stop the next situation. This is also where IBS comes from, because gas sits there, and then this is coming by, and it just kind of squeaks by. So it turns into diarrhea. So people think I have something. No, you have constipation, because this is constipation. This is all constipation that can't get out. A meal, about nine meals worth backed up. So the body can't help it, so that's where colonics comes in.
Now, can I ask you a quick question? What is your opinion on coffee enemas? Do you feel like they're a bad thing, or do you feel like
I feel that they're very good, because again, it's a stimulation for the colon, which is cleansing it. And coffee will stimulate anything. And it's warm water, cleansing the colon, and then getting a release back out. So that's the home remedy without coming to, me.
Not as good, but
not as good works. because I control it by pressure. I control it by pressure, and I control it by massaging, and then I also get the legs a massage, I get the arms a massage, the neck a massage, because the whole body is connected. So when I release something like bubble wrap in the mail, when you hit that, whatever I give the back a thing, the the release to the colon is like, so then it releases. So our knees play a big part in it, our ankles, especially our feet, because all nerve endings end in our feet. Colons in your feet, your brain, your eyes, everything. So when I massage that is a correlation to the colon, especially your T-bands.
So this is where you get a lot of back pains, a lot of joint pains.
Because you got inflammation. Inflammation can't go. The colon is inside, the intestines are inside. So when everybody gets irritated, inflamed, sugar, whatever it is, pretty soon the liver's inflamed, because it's bugging it. So everybody's got their little area, and if you mess with it, it becomes inflamed, and then inflammation pretty soon goes out this way, and it goes to the back area, especially the lower back.
That's what I was getting a lot of.
Because then too, in this area right here, where I bring it in to massage it, then I'm pulling that, I'm not saying you have, to store poop. But it's got to go somewhere. If you get inflammation out here, it just goes out in the open air. In the whole body. Got to put everything in this little square box. Right here. Everything. It's got to go somewhere. So it's going to go
span.
Out.
I got you.
Or pain somewhere. Or kinked, and then you got trouble. So that's where colonics come into it, in in and out motion and learning to breathe better. We can take it up because we want that water to get a little bit of pressure against the colon, and then as you take a big deep breath up to the water. Water can go anywhere, and water's what moves poop.
Okay.
Water moves poop.
Okay.
So if you don't hydrate,
not moving.
You're gonna dehydrate. Right there.
And you're gonna get this
Stop,
congestion.
Stop. Yes. Dehydration. Biggest constipation.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Because 70% of your body is water.
Right.
So if 70% of your water is 70% of your body is water, we're already walking around dehydrated.
Right.
Because nobody drinks enough.
No, they don't.
So you lose a cup and a half at night just from breathing, sleeping, doing what you do. So if we would hydrate well, the cells will pump up. Our cells are what we function from. Okay.
Right.
The cells will pump up. Everybody will move. So that's how it works. So water's what moves it. So I want the water to go up above the feces, and then we reverse the flush, and we come down, and then we bring it out. So that's where enemas kind of probably just go to here.
Get the top of it, not the
go
whole.
to here and stay, and then, but better than nothing.
Right.
That's what I say. So,
Now, how much or how many times would you recommend someone doing this yearly, just to give some people an example?
yeah, I would recommend buying 4 of them, because 1 a week to start with.
Right.
I mean, you know, if you're 30 years old, let's just say you're a perfect baby for a year,
Right.
and then you have toxicity setting in. So for 38 years or whatever we are, we've got all this, yeast, everything running throughout our whole body.
And
So
I know something about yeast.
Yeah,
I
yeast
just
is
battled that and got rid of that.
dangerous.
It took a long time.
It's everybody's worst enemy.
Right.
And it lives
Right
deep,
there. Yep.
deep within, I think, everywhere.
Right.
So I'm becoming more aware of that
Right.
as I do colonics. So I would recommend 4, because you'll feel the difference. Because my biggest thing to tell people is the colon is your CEO of your body.
Right.
It's the total CEO of your body.
I like that.
Because it all starts here and it all ends down here. And we
Right.
just think, oh, it's okay.
No.
It lays deep within the crevices or wherever we are. So the brain and the colon are best friends.
Right.
What the brain thinks, the colon reacts to, like. So positive thought, okay. Negative thought
Right.
becomes, hard wall.
Right.
So therefore we have constipation too from stress. Is an awful lot in our country nowadays. So I would recommend 4, 1 a week, to get it going, because then you'll feel clarity. Your eyes will feel better. Your whole body will feel better. Your mind, your stomach, all the inflammation will go down some.
Right.
Everything will feel better. And I tell people, we all have stress. You can't get away from it.
No.
But if you keep the colon clean and you get the toxicity down and the inflammation, you can deal with stress.
Right.
Because your body and your mind can deal together. And then after that, if you eat healthy and you feel like you're going pretty good, once a month, once every 2 weeks, whatever it takes. Then people cheat and have fun, go on
Right.
trips, vacations. I mean, it's America. It's life.
Right.
Then come see me. If you travel, definitely before you fly, because flying is so hard on the colon, and right when you get back.
Got it.
And past that, I want people to take probiotics, take some good vitamins, and hydrate, and just, everybody pretty much knows what to do. So
You're on point.
here's my spiel.
You're on point. Okay.
And then next, I will start pressure into, from the machine into your colon.
Okay.
So
And what's the temperature that you get that up to?
about usually like 101. That's what it goes
That
up to
feels-
now.
I shouldn't say that word, but it does. It feels comfortable, very comfortable
Yeah, it
feeling.
is, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I used to have it a little bit cooler, and then I had this guy come and bump it up a little bit, because if the colon is, if anything's warm, like I have your blanket on you too,
Right.
because I think that helps the back settle
Absolutely.
down and stuff. So I turned it off for you, because guys are usually a little bit hot, but I just find anything that's warm the body loves. So, and as I'm discovering that even this Chinese herb guy that I know, he doesn't, cold isn't good.
No.
The body likes,
Right. Right.
especially coming from the skin.
Could you explain what the importance of the what do you call it, the ported thing that you step up on, the
Porta potty.
little stepper
Yeah,
in the bathroom?
the porta potty.
Yeah.
The porta potty, because I think what happens is our colon gets used to just sitting down.
Right.
So just like I showed you the imperfect colons,
Right.
how's that going to help that? So when
Right.
you put the porta potty and you put your legs up, it tilts it. It tilts the colon for a better release.
Got it.
So it kind of like it, if it's kinked even, there's just a different,
Right. A different
So
angle.
yeah, gives a better angle. Like I tell people too, back in the days when if you go camping or hiking and you just have to go out in the wilderness, you seem to go really easy, right? Because it's just,
Right.
there's no blockage,
Got
right?
it.
So I think that's why they were healthier too. They got rid of it. So, okay, so now I'm going to start a little bit of pressure on you.
Okay. and friends. I am the health specialist, and today I'm here to share some vital information about your health. Today, we're going to be talking about colon hydrotherapy and how it is one of the hands down most well-kept secrets in the health world today. Now, if you're one of these people out there that suffer from any of these symptoms like headaches, depression, memory loss, anxiety, insomnia, fatigue, lung disorders, skin problems, asthma, heart disease, circulatory disease, liver problems, diabetes, nausea, indigestion, food cravings, cramps, hormonal imbalance, low libido, backaches, back pain, weight gain, and or hemorrhoids. You are one of the many Americans out there who are suffering from issues of backed up fecal matter in the colon. Now, I'm going to show you a picture. Does this look like the typical people that we see walking around in the world today? Yes, it does. An individual like this is carrying around as much as 50 to 70 pounds of excess fecal matter. The average American carries 10 to 12 pounds of fecal matter, enough to cause any of these symptoms that I have just read off. Now, I just got back from my personal appointment with a colon hydrotherapist, and hands down for me, this is one of the best experiences that I've ever had. Not only did I learn about most of the primary functions of our organs and if some of them were compromised, why we have these issues, I would recommend you and everybody else out there who's watching this video to look into colon hydrotherapy. This colon hydrotherapy will help relieve you of any of these symptoms inside of your body and will help get your natural immunity back online, guaranteed. Now, the process of colon hydrotherapy just involves water, no chemicals, no additives, strictly water. And what is happening is the water is being pumped inside of your colon, okay, along with a very nice massage of the organs, and it stimulates, believe it or not, all kind of releases that you would never expect. I was getting all kind of releases from rubbing on my feet, on my hands, on my back, on my abdomen, on my legs, and every time this happened, I was watching the release of backed up fecal matter come out of me. Now, I've been doing coffee enemas for over 2 months, okay, and I thought that I was cleaned out as best as can be. I was wrong. Coffee enemas only go so deep inside of the body versus colon hydrotherapy goes a lot deeper, and it reaches a lot of places inside the body that the coffee enema just cannot reach. And I must tell you, after my appointment, I felt a clarity like never before. I felt light. I felt great. I have to share this with my subscribers and all my friends and family, and I recommend that you guys go and look into this right away. Another good thought to think about: health, real health. What is real health? Real health is not pieces of silver and gold. Real health is being healthy. Real wealth is being healthy. That is the key. Now, I'm going to show you another picture. In America, it says here, in America, we want the burger with everything on it. Now, let me read you some of these problems that come with eating like this, including things you will get like diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, asthma, gout, cancer, arthritis, acid reflux, and stroke on the side as a joke. But it's very serious and very true, you guys. Now, understanding the bowels. Bowel detox promotes regular and healthy and complete bowel movements, which is absolutely essential for your body's health. It will remove old accumulated toxins, poisons, and fecal matter. Waste from your bowels, okay? It gives you more energy. It helps you feel lighter. And it also gives you a flatter stomach. And I should know this personally from coffee enemas. Coffee enemas have done the same thing. Now, if you cannot afford hydrocolon therapy, I would recommend that you start out with coffee enemas. But understand, coffee enemas only go so deep and only clean out so much. And I would not recommend you to do them for a long period of time, unlike colon hydrotherapy, which you could do probably year round and never have any issues. So today, do me a favor. Get on your computer. Look up your nearest colon hydrotherapist. Do your research, okay? Do your research. Make an appointment. Get seen. And get started today. And I promise you, your life will change and turn around drastically. And you will relieve yourself from all of these problems that you once had. I'm the health specialist, and I thank you for watching, friends. Have a good day.